Okay, y'all. So, boom, listen. I have been a Real Housewives of Atlanta watcher since the beginning. And I mean, since the very beginning. I dibble and dabble in other, franchises, but Housewives of Atlanta, that's the front I watch. And I've always been the girl that has kind of rooted for Kenya. I like Kenya. I think she's funny. She makes good TV. Yes, she can go low, real low. But I mean, most of the time, people be sending for her. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I like Kenya. I like Kenya. I like Kenya. This is in particular, though, right? Kenya been real chill, real unbothered. She ain't been bothering nobody. She ain't been messing with nobody. She just been coming, working, just showing up. Okay. I feel like somebody must have whispered something in that Brit girl, and I think somebody whispered something in her like, "Oh, go for Kenya. Go after Kenya, cause it'll make the people know who you is. Cause right now, honestly, after 4 episodes, I don't even know who she is. Like, she was so offended when Kenya asked her, "Oh, is that your, are you married? Cause she ain't seen no man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like she was trying to be funny. Me personally, I don't feel like Kenya was trying to be funny. I think she was just asking for clarity because she don't know this girl. We don't know this girl. Okay? We don't know her. And so, now we at the dinner in episode 3. And she feeling like Kenya coming out. Kenya ain't even thinking about you, girl. Kenya don't know you. She don't know you. Okay? She doesn't know you. She don't know you. Now you are mad at Kenya starting with her. And now you talking about you going what? Because you got a what? Girl, it wasn't even that serious. I don't know why. It was very, like, for no reason at all. Like, it was very misplaced anger. Like, just coming up to Kenya, it was giving jealousy. Anywho, if you've been a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, Kenya Moore is going to always get her look back. Okay? Like, it's coming. You don't know when, how, where, but it's coming, right? She gonna get it back. Like, Kenya don't really play them type of games, okay? And a background check, for sure, right? We needed that. I don't know this girl. We don't know this girl. We don't know her, okay? I don't know her. My problem is I hated that Kenya, the girl came, "Oh, I'm gonna give you some flowers to try to make up for it." Wrong place anyways. I mean, because why you even come? That second of all, Kenya's like, "I'm gonna pay you dust." And thus she paid her, right? But the real dust would have been not to even give this girl no airtime. Like, no time for real. Like, I'm going to show y'all that I've been really working. I'm really unbothered. And I don't have time for this girl, because who is this girl? We don't know this girl. But to take that moment, right, that you really had for your daughter, because you dedicating this salon to her, all this hard work, and to pay this girl any mind, granted, if it was a different setting, it could have came off kind of funny. But let's be clear, revenge porn is illegal and not funny. It's actually, it was crossing the line. And, and I love my Kenya, but I ain't like that. I wish she hadn't done that. I like her get backs, but I feel like we could have waited till like episode 5, right? And then got her back in a different type of way, in a different setting, at a different time. But like at your salon and your opening, why? Pay her dust. She's a nobody. We don't know who she is. We don't know this girl. I feel like that would have been like the real, like, who even are you, right? So it's unfortunate. But what's also unfortunate is that why is you threatening me, and that wasn't dealt with, right? I didn't like that. And then, to act like, okay, well, we're going to make her apologize because that was deep. That was serious. You don't threaten nobody's life with no pew pew. You don't do that, right? To me, I feel like that is something that is also very serious too. And if Kenya can't stay on the rest of the season, why this girl that we don't know got to stay on the rest of the season? One, we don't know her no ways. So like, why she, that's just my take. But I feel like there's always room for redemption. I do think that maybe, Bravo should allow Kenya to at least be able to have a conversation and this girl Brit to be able to have a conversation so that we can all be privy to it, because there really was no resolution. Like there was no conversation. We don't really know how anybody really felt. So that's the part I don't really like. But my thoughts is, I really wish that this could have been handled differently, because I feel like we got to see Kenya's best self. Kenya was on her best behavior. She was doing but that girl messed with her. She was very much provoked. And I feel like had it been anybody else on that show, if Portia had got threatened, baby, it would have been, take this mic off me. It would have been a whole lot of everything. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You can't just be going around threatening people. Has she threatened anybody else on that cast, especially somebody that's been there for a long time? Come on. You know what I mean? Like, but because they came after Kenya, and I feel like they be trying to find ways to mess with Kenya, and all Kenya trying to do is work on her business and work on her salon, and then here come people that we don't even know bothering her. I ain't like that. I am Team Kenya, but I'm not Team revenge porn. I think that's crazy. You should not do that. That is a no, and that was very low. And I'm like, Cynthia, I don't know how low hell is, but y'all, she was below that. she went real far. Like, girl, you ain't had to go that far. Yeah, but anyways, I guess maybe I'll watch the rest of the season. I don't know, because I don't really like how they did that, but I'm also a Housewives fan, so I'll probably be tuning in. Hopefully I don't get bored. Typically I usually watch the whole season, and I actually kind of miss Candy too. I know, some people don't like it, but I like Candy on the show. I miss Candy. I like watching her make boss moves and with her family and stuff. I miss Candy. And I'm actually missing Nene too. I wanted to bring back Nene. Yeah, I do, because Nene made real good TV too. It's unfortunate. It sucks, but it is what it is. That's why you got to leave people alone, because you never know how people are going to react. People are on the edge. People are out here just holding on. Leave people alone. That girl ain't bother you enough to be sitting there threatening her. And my thing is, if you knew Kenya, you've been watching these things, Kenya don't really play fair. We love Kenya. You know what I'm saying? You can't play. You got to do right by people. But anyways,